Welcome to Career Talks with Sree. My name is Sreevidhya Santhosh and I provide unbiased guidance when it comes to higher education, premium institutes, entrance examinations, etc. You're watching Career Guidance Q&A Part 14. Let's get on to the question. Today the first question is from Bishara, and Bishara is asking about BSc Radiology. BSc Radiology is a 3 to 4 year course. In some places you will find the course to be of 3 years and in some places it is of 4 years. Anyhow, it is a bachelor degree program. It's called BSc Radiology program. The eligibility is you should have taken physics, chemistry and biology in your grade 11 and grade 12. Now what is radiology? Radiology is basically a science of diagnosing and treating diseases with the help of x-rays, whether it be like ultrasound or MRI or computer tomography. There are so many things which are involved in it. And there are two types of radiology. One is called an interventional radiology. Another is called a diagnostic radiology. Okay, so these are basically the things that you will be studying in radiology. Also, please remember, when you take up BSc Radiology and further even if it is MSc Radiology, you are the person who will be doing the test. You are not allowed to discuss things with patients. If you are looking for a position wherein like you get the authority to even discuss what the diagnosis is with the patients, then you should first take MBBS and then get specialized in radiology. That's totally a different way. Okay. Here we are talking about BSc Radiology. A radiologist, I mean a person who has taken BSc Radiology, MSc Radiology, that person will never become a doctor. Okay, wherein you have also another option wherein like you can complete your MBBS and then go for a specialization in radiology. Then you are a doctor. Purnima is asking me on how to become a lecturer in fashion designing. Purnima, in India, there are no much of institutes that provide a course in fashion designing. Most of the institute that provides fashion designing courses are diploma level courses or certification level courses. There are only very few institutes which provide the undergraduate program and master degree program when it comes to fashion designing. The first institute that comes to everybody's mind when it comes to fashion designing is nothing other than NIFT, National Institute of Fashion Technology. Their recruitment criteria is totally different. I'll give you a link in the description box that will give you an idea about the recruitment that happened in the year 2021. Okay, there you can find the eligibility criteria of taking people in NIFT. But if it is another institute, there the people are going to look into your 1. Teaching skills, 2. Your knowledge about that sector. Okay, I don't think that they are going to focus much on whether you are an undergraduate or a postgraduate or you have one particular specialization or not. It's not that. It is basically whether you are a person who can teach well or impart the skills of designing to another person. That is the most important criteria that a person is going to look for when they will be taking you as a lecturer. But if you're looking for places like NIFT, they will have a strict requirement conditions, okay, which you can get an idea from the link that is given in the description box. Good luck. The question is from Gauri. Gauri is asking about event management, its ups and downs and other important things. That's the question. Gauri, event management as a career, I would say, it requires a lot of skills rather than educational qualification. An event manager is basically a person who is skilled in managing things, in leading a team, in coordinating things. When it comes to event management, it can be a personal event like a marriage or a housewarming or a naming ceremony or corporate events, because corporate companies conduct meetings. So there also they will require an event manager. So it can be of any type. Normally, people start event management companies and they specialize in any of these things. So whenever somebody is looking for a person to conduct an event or manage an event, they will, by word of mouth, these people will get popular and they will be called for that event. That's how it normally happens. But if you want to learn something which is related to this, I would ask you to go for a BBA course right after grade 12 and then an MBA program which will help you to groom your leadership skills, managerial skills, communication skills, presentation skills, etc. Because all these skill sets are going to be very important when it comes to event management. Now, the ups and downs of event management. When Corona came in the year 2020, all the events, everything came to a standstill, right? It was not just about events, everything came to a standstill. When in the world did we think that even schools will get closed for like 1.5 years? Never, right? So that also happened. So same like that, same like any other genre of work, the event management also came to a halt. There will always be ups and downs for any career. So please don't look into it and choose the career. If you're interested in becoming an event manager or if you like working in an event management company, then you can go ahead with that. The question is from Gayatri Prasad. Ma'am, can you please make a video about BVSc admission? Okay. BVSc, in India we call it BVSc and AH, Bachelor of Veterinary Science and Animal Husbandry. That's the name of the course. You can do this program right after grade 12, but mandatorily you should have taken science subjects for your 11th and 12th. That means physics, chemistry and biology. The BVSc admission is controlled by NEET. You should write NEET examination, and according to the scores that you get in NEET, you will get seats for the veterinary science programs. Now, when it comes to veterinary science, it's all about the treatment, breeding, nourishment, etc. of animals. If you are interested in studying all these things, you can take up this program. You also have master's program related to this. Master's programs are also available in India. But the number of seats for a veterinary science program in India is comparatively lesser. Also, I would say it is a little difficult to study a BVSc program when you compare it to other medical science courses. The reason is you have to learn the anatomy of a lot of animals. When it comes to human beings, the number of anatomies or the type is like very less. But that is not the case of the animal kingdom. The reptile has got a different anatomy, bird has got a different anatomy, a four-legged animal has got a different anatomy, right? So when you become a doctor of all these things, you have to learn anatomy for sure. So all these anatomy things you have to go through. You should be that much interested in getting into this industry, then only like get into these type of courses. It's a very good thing. It's an emerging field in India too. Earlier people used to say that like in India, the scope was less. But now I would say the scope is higher because there are a lot of pet care hospitals and things that has been opened. Earlier it was only in the government sector. Private sector was very less. But now it has increased, so the scope is also higher. So if you're interested in getting into this field, you can very well go ahead. Please start your preparation for NEET examination. The question is from Abhinav Dilip Kumar. Abhinav is asking me about bakery and confectionery course and also its opportunities, career scope, etc. Abhinav, in India, we don't have a bachelor degree program in bakery and confectionery things. As part of hotel management and culinary arts, we learn a little of these things, but it is not completely focused on this area. In India, we have certain certification programs which are related to this. So if you want to study this type of a course as a bachelor degree program, you have to opt for a foreign country because we don't have option in India. But it is always better to do a wholesome course in India if you are not that sure that your area is bakery and confectionery. Maybe like when you are a student studying in like grade 10, 11 and 12, you may get interested in this thing, but you actually don't know what exactly it is. If that is the case, I would advise you to go for a culinary arts program wherein like you will touch base all these things. And after that, please get specialized in any of these things. And even when I say this, I know that these type of programs, this is completely a skill-based thing when it comes to career. It's not about like where you have studied or how you have studied. How skillful are you in making all these things? And that's what it matters. When you think from that sense, even a diploma program or a certification program, which will help you to get a clear idea and make you skilled in all these things, is also a good to go thing. But in Indian system, as you all know, parents will always be forcing you for getting into a graduation, which is also necessary, because maybe like years down the line, you will think I could have taken a graduation program. If that is the case, think of doing a culinary arts type of a program in India and then do a specialization program abroad. Or if you are financially sound, to go for a undergraduate program right after 12th in a foreign country, you can also opt for that. The third option is you can also go for a diploma program. Abroad also you have a lot of diploma programs which are related to bakery and confectionery things. Anyhow, good luck dear. Questions from Vaishak. Ma'am, please tell about your opinion about doing MBA in UK after engineering. Okay, Vaishak, let's leave UK first and talk about doing MBA after engineering. There are a lot of students who take up MBA program after engineering, because while doing the engineering program, they understand that technical thing is not their cup of tea. So they want to get diverted into something else. So management is something that they can, so they get into it. And some students, they get more inclined or interested towards the management field, and with that interest, they get into MBA and go ahead like that. Now, the scope of a student who has completed MBA after engineering, if you ask me their career scope, I would say, if a technical related company is looking for a person to be hired in a management position, you people would have more scope. For example, a construction company is looking for a person in a managerial position. And if you have done B.Tech Civil and then done MBA, your chances becomes more higher, because you have the technical know-how plus the management skills, right? That makes you an ideal candidate for that position. So that is a career scope. Now, doing MBA from UK, I would say that is completely a personal choice, my dear. There's nothing wrong in doing an MBA from a foreign country, even from UK. It's all good. But check your financial conditions. If you are financially sound to do an MBA program from UK, please go ahead and do. And if your ambition is to work or get settled in a foreign country, then also it will be better that like you do a PG program in a foreign country, so that your chances of getting settled in a foreign country becomes higher. And you get more exposed to things. If you are a student who have studied right from your KG to your B.Tech program in India, and you have got never exposed to a foreign country, it would be good for you to go to a foreign country and doing your PG. That will give you more exposure. Your communication skills will also increase. But please make sure that you don't get into the company of Indian students again when you go for your PG. There's nothing wrong in getting a company at all. But if you want to improve your communication skills and all, you should get exposed to other nationalities too, so that you don't start speaking in your mother tongue again, and then it will be no use there, right? So get exposed to other nationalities, speak to them, so that your communication skills also increase. You get to know like a different culture, you get to know what is happening in another country. You get exposed to a different style of teaching and studying, and all this knowledge will help you in your career. But if you are not in a financial position to go to a foreign country for your PG, never get worried or depressed, because there are a lot of children who think like, okay, I'm not in a financial position to go to a foreign country, so my career is done. There's nothing like that. Even if you do your PG program in India, you have got scope. It is all about you having a better skill set. That is it. So the questions for this week is coming to an end here. Whatever confusions that you have regarding your higher education, please don't hesitate to put those as comments below this video, so that I can pick your questions and answer those in the upcoming videos. See you in another video. Goodbye.